CAL FIRE is a statewide California firefighting agency, and we support CAL FIRE in the San Diego region through a series of agreements and operational plans. If they are tapped out, they have no available aviation resources available for firefighting efforts in the San Diego region, they will request from the Marine Corps aircraft to support their firefighting efforts, and we will step forward with that. And that's what today's all about, is testing out the MB-22 to make sure it meets their parameters, both the mission parameters and the safety of the aircraft to meet their needs. So if they call us for help, we'll be able to send that the MB-22 to support their needs if they ask us. It's very important because it's not the main mission of the Marine Corps. The main mission of the Marine Corps, of course, is warfighting and protecting the nation. So the frequency of the Marines flying this type of mission is not that often. So the annual training we do at CAL FIRE, both the ground classes and the flying, is very important to keep the professional ability to fly the aircraft in each platform in this mission there, so they can do the job safely and efficiently. I think today's evolution was extremely successful. It answered all the questions for CAL FIRE, and if the need arises where they request our assistance, I'm very confident the MB-22 will perform the mission with great credit to the Marine Corps.
THRMA, every year during the wildland fire season between June and October, we provide support via DISCA, the Defense Civil Support Authority, where we provide assets to come and fight the wildland fires. And we are currently doing with our helicopters and our tiltrotor assets that we have in Miramar and in Camp Pendleton. The main mission of today's training is that we provided a demonstration of the MB-22 to CAL FIRE to show them the employment of the MB-22 as a fighting platform to provide a fire bucket standby for in the event that they need us to come out and fight the fires. This is not the first time that we have used them in an exercise. So we did it last year in May in Camp Pendleton during our yearly Mickey West 1 MEF combined exercise. But this is the first time we actually we're doing them in 2016. Part of the missions that we do in THRMA, besides providing squadrons that we deploy, we're also providing standby support to come out and fight the fires. And the way that we do them is that we get support from CAL FIRE. They come out and they give us classes. And then because of the fact that we do external operations for the MB-22s, the CH-53s, and the UH-1 Yankees, the Hueys, we just augment that training with classes from CAL FIRE, and that we do a yearly exercise where we actually come out and do a demonstration, and that's how we kick off the fighting for the wildland fire season. Today, the main thing is that we actually came out to show CAL FIRE how we can employ the MB-22. So it could be one of the platforms that we can use besides the Super Stanleys and the Hueys.
We did some bucket drops, some CAL FIRE drops, in order to put out fires in the San Diego area or anywhere in California that were needed. It's just another capability of the Osprey. So basically, all the pilots are really doing are find a set profile, while the crew chiefs in the back, the pilots don't really have any visibility on the bucket. So the crew chiefs have to guide it in over the water. It was probably the first step. In order to pick up water, the bucket's empty, obviously, and we go to a dip site, which is a large body of water. It can be man-made or natural. And basically, we'll call the bucket into the water, pick up out of the water with the bucket, make sure there's good tension on it, make sure the weight's appropriate. If there's too much weight, the aircraft really doesn't have enough power for forward speed. And then we'll stay in helicopter mode, fly over to wherever the target is, wherever the fire, whatever we're dropping on. Basically, we'll line the pilots up because we have a better visual outside the aircraft, and we're the ones that drop the water in the back with a button. And the crew just basically just line everything up, get everything set, and call the target drops. Well, it's a CRM heavy. Basically, what that means is crew resource management. It's how the crew chiefs and the pilots all talk to each other to communicate, because the pilots are flying this aircraft and they can't see anything else that's going on outside of it. So what it does is it builds up a good foundation of of trust and communication throughout the aircraft. It makes you a better crew, and then on top of that, that training is really going to be required for doing any sort of drops on top of fire. It's really it's a different thing. We do externals, which is kind of the same technique, picking up a load, but actually dropping that load off over a target, it's a little different. So training's definitely very important. Hopefully, we actually one of the training things you get that you want to do, but you hope you never do. So it's just good to have another capability, something we can do stateside, something where you can go out and get action without actually having to worry about people's lives being at risk.